in the beginning. Before the church, before the law, before the fall. Before everything there was God. Our identity, our story, even our purpose. Everything has to start somewhere. And in the beginning, God.
What does Adam do? Blames his wife. Blames his wife. What does Eve do? Blames the serpent. Yeah. I mean, that's what we do, isn't it? We find excuses. We find someone, something to blame. You know, I mean, this is even more true, I think, in our culture today than it has been probably in every other culture since this time. We have a whole list of things and ways to blame. You know, we can blame, oh, I have this condition. Oh, my parents did this. Oh, it was this, my job was bad. It was this school. It was this environment. It was this video. It was, we do anything and everything to not take responsibility for what we have done.
Or not done.
Yeah. I mean, just, and it's, well, we come by it honestly, don't we? Because it happens right here. So here comes the consequences, right? And so we won't get into all the consequences of all of this. I just want us to make sure that we understand that from here on out, this explains everything. Like oftentimes at a funeral, at the death of somebody, especially a young person, the question is why? Why does this happen? Why? The question is, if God is so good, why does evil exist? Why is there evil in this world? This is the answer. This is why.
And so how do you define evil?
Evil is anything that is outside of the original pattern and form of God.
But some people don't even understand what they're calling evil is evil because they don't understand God.
That's why the people of God needed a foundation. That's why they needed to be taught this stuff, because they were going into a world that not only worshipped, the stars and the sun and the moon and, bulls and all of this kind of stuff. They sacrificed their kids.
Yeah.
They took some of their own flesh and blood, and killed them, laid them on an altar to a dead God in an effort to appease that God so that they might live a better life. I mean, that's messed up in all kinds of ways. I would argue we don't do a lot different. This is the circumstance that we have created. Prior to chapter 3, death did not exist. Think of that. What we long for, what we strive for. I mean, we all want to, we want to go to the doctor. Why? Because we want to get better. Because we don't ever want to die. We won't. I mean, that's our goal. They had this.
They didn't have to go to a doctor.
It did not. It
exist.
It was not necessary. It was not need. Death did not. But because of this, sin entered the world. Death entered the world, and all of a sudden, what I often will say is, we live in the results of and in the midst of a fallen world. And so we are all headed for death. Yeah.
So Eve was offered the opportunity to know good and evil, to in her what she is being told to become like God, so to speak. Well, she didn't realize that she's already made in the image of God. Yeah. Okay. But so what was it that she thought that she was going to achieve, what she was going to receive? Do we know? Do we have an idea of what was the offer that she thought she was going to get that was better than what she already had?
Well, here's the key. The original sin was to become like God,
which would be Lucifer himself.
And that's what he tried to do, right?
Correct. Yes.
But she wanted what was she tempted to do? What was the temptation? It was to become like God. God has said, "You shall not eat it, nor shall not, nor shall you touch it," is what she said. And the serpent said, "You will surely not die, for God knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be opened, and you will be what? You will be like God."
The beginning matters. Knowing who God is and what He's done, knowing where we come from, helps us understand where He is leading us.